since we're actually getting out. I'm sorry I'm having to deal with some stuff. As you can see, my bitrate probably is not the best. So I'm trying to close out any old pages of mine. I should have did this before streaming, but I didn't think about it. But as you can see on screen, actually they finally stopped. But my RAM is at 80. I don't know why my RAM is so high, but whatever. As you can see on screen, right below me, stats. I'm at 94% in my masterdex, in my living dex. When I look at it, to give you a heads up of how everything feels and works out and all that stuff, I quickly just go through cancel box, cancel box, cancel box, cancel box, cancel box, Jodo box complete. That's including Froggy at level 30. All the babies are level 5. Do they breed and immediately boxed? The Johto Pokemon, which I have the 2 EVs, I thought I was working on it. And Ultra Sun / Ultra Moon, I don't know where they went, so I just replaced them. I bred 2 more EVs that was in my box in silver, and I just brought them up. I finished the evolution for Politoed here, which is not a VC. Why is this not a VC? That's not right. Wait, what? That's not right. I'm gonna move that up to my home box right there. I know that's could be mixed up with the form variants, because I did finish them. So one moment, because that might be the problem. This is a VC Kanto. And that one is a male, so I could put that there. But I'm new. Oh, because this is Ultra Moon. Okay, anyway, I'll put that there. It might be an Ultra Sun, honestly, but I don't know. So I will have to move that back to Gen 1, not Gen 1, but Stage 1. I did con it off, but I guess I just didn't see that it was VC or Gen 4, Gen 2, like Hogwarts or Silver. So back in the Master Dex, and I'm having to double check my work to make sure I have that giraffe rig is wrong. It's from Johto, but it doesn't have the VC, so that one's wrong. I know I brought 3 up. I don't know what the other ones are. Shit, I'm actually having to double check my work at this point. I'm glad I'm catching it now because I have both gold and silver basically done. Okay. So I'm missing Politoed from Virtual Console and a Giraffe rig from Virtual Console. Interesting. What is Giraffe rig in my sheet? There she is. It is, whatever. I know I have doubles of a lot of stuff. I know I also randomly put stuff in boxes and didn't check it. So my only idea is that both of them could be in either whatever. As in these are both Virtual Console. So I'm going to use the HGSS female, since the forms don't need to be Virtual Console exclusives for that Giraffe rig. And the Politoed is just gone. I don't know what to do with it. Then you have to find another Poliwag. But that clears up the VC. So I'm just missing my polypteridine. I checked all my boxes, I thought. I can check my my sun version to make sure I didn't accidentally evolve the wrong one. There is a lower silver there. BC Magnemite, Quagsires right there. Okay, and 2 Geigers. Nothing that follows. Okay, so I'm gonna basically check my sun version, but that was just my Ultra Moon because Ultra Moon was what I had in my DS today because I was about ready to play it for stream so I can evolve stuff. But now we have a dilemma because I'm missing like 4 Mons or something like that. I'm also missing my Magnezone from Kanto. So I don't know where that's at. So I'm having to bring up a Magneton from Kanto, but not evolve when I had it originally caught. So there's some like trade backs going on too. I forgot that's super weird. 317 out of 400. That's awesome. So, forms, and that is it. Okay, what is this? This is a Poliwhirl, which would mean it'd be a Politoed from Kanto, which is not what I'm looking for. That's extras. That is my form variance. It's just my Politoed. This is my Politoed. This is the damped female. However, I don't know what my damped male is. So now I found my damped female Politoed, but no virtual console Politoed. Actually, I think that Poliwag in my box is the right one. So now I have all my stuff. And that's from Kanto, which would give me an idea that this is from Johto. Yes. Here it is. This is where it was at. Checks all the boxes. It is a virtual console. It is a Poliwag. It's from Johto. And it has for swim. This is a VC Poliwag. So when you look back at the boxes, again, there's no more holes. I've caught everything for my living decks up to basically Gen 7. The 2 holes here are in home. I'm looking at the capture card instead of the also why is it so high up? Isn't that should be a little bit farther down? Not exactly that, but maybe because I moved that and there's some stuff going on. Whatever. And finally I have all the semis done. Just kind of skimming through what I'm missing here again. Melody, Kodio, and Genesect is in home. But I just need Melody, Volcanion, Hoopa, and not Zygarde. What's the 6th one for that? There's 3 in Gen 6 as well. It's Volcanion, Hoopa, and something else. So, Diancie, they're all on her home as well. Meaning, right here. Oh, this is my Ultra Moon. Okay, this is Ultra Moon, and see like that. There's the Kanto Magneton that I was looking for. It's in the wrong box. But what I did is I put a different one there, I think. It's right here, which is level 46. Also, Canter Hasty Analytic, High Special Attack, so that kind of fits in there. So there's a lot of just stuff I have to hunt down and evolve. So what I need to do now is take everything that needs to evolve out of home and put it in sun and immediately start grinding. I'm gonna try to keep them between these 3 or 4 boxes. There's another here. So these are all my Jodos, those forms I was looking to evolve tonight. And things that would have had the items. Okay. So this one, since I know where it's at, these two, I do have this looking. Strevis is fine, Panko is fine, Fortress is fine, everyone down there is fine. Next box I'm missing is Silugma, a Pillow Swine. I got the Houndoom done, I got that done. I did get finally him on top after a little work. Steadfast with just tackle, but the attack and defense is actually uneven due to the EV/IV. But when I evolved it, I think it was at like 37 or something like that, and it's only level 20. Meaning when it got moved up and got the distributed side is definitely it is a him on top. And then 2 of these, and then I have to minimize my forms real quick. So back here, I'm gonna have to come look at all this stuff. So I'm missing, oh my god. See, this is why I want to bring up the forms to home. This is also why I don't want to bring it up, because it's so like nerve-wracking not knowing what I need to hunt. Because now my living dex for Gen 1 through 7 is basically done. 1 through 6. And then Gen 8 also done. I just have to work on Gen 7 living dex and evolving the mishaps. That would have been whatever. So, which would be like this. So, I'm going to save and quit and evolve these, hopefully. I also want to get my gamer headphones out and listen to some tunes, as well as grind my ass off the rest of the night. Today is Friday, that is the other one. I want the other one. Can't fucking see. So hopefully we can knock this out tonight with some tunes going in the background and everything is just smooth sailing, because hopefully I'll be done very soon. I have to check to make sure the audio is and it is, I could see that. Yeah, I should use the bathroom while everything like loads up, so I'll be right back. So, awesome. I used the bathroom. I got my playlist pulled up. I may keep cracking here. Yeah, also, why is it just so, like, I think it's due to the TV. Hold on. It's just kind of pointed up for some reason. And I'm like, slouched. So yeah, I'm basically going to hopefully get all this to work. Okay, I want to see if I can see nothing. It's quite low. I don't think my headphones are picking up. Alright, let's see here. So, team-wise, I do have 2 EVs, which are the Johto Evolutions. So I doubled up on the Johto Evolutions. I knew I had them in my party. I didn't know where they went. Weird. So let's grab these 2. Let's grab the Poliwag. Let's also give it a King's Rock. I do have 3 touchdowns, so that's gonna be useful for Johto's Honchkrow and Miss Magius, so that's gonna be nice. It's my alarm for my bedtime, but it's Saturday, so I don't need to go to bed this early yet. Okay. Where's my King's Rock, dude? Okay. Okay. I need the basic qualities for that as well. For these 2. Which are basically, Sinonian, Sneasels from Gen 4. So we'll have that to evolve as well. I'm like almost done, dude. Just like, it's almost like a dream come true in a way. Because I never thought I was actually going to finish this. In the last like 2 months, I basically I just demolished it. I'm just trying to aim for 1 to 2% every day if I can at best. But if I can't, that's okay. You know. I know it's nighttime, so evolving my Umbreon is going to be a pain. And I'm evolving my Espeon, I can do that till tomorrow. So if both are ready to evolve, I'm only going to evolve one now and the other one and tomorrow morning. I'll just hop on real quick, either rare candy or whatever, and evolve it. And then Politoed's evolutionary line is another big one for Gen 2, for Gen 1. which probably tells you number 60, 59, 69. It's over 25. So if it gets over 25, evolve it. I can immediately trade it with a King Rock and evolve it to Politoed, skipping, one battle, whatever. I'm actually gonna get my Ultra Moon ready as well, because that might be coming up soon. 20, 21, 20, okay. No evolutions, cool. I also could be working on Ultra Moon's decks right now, because that's, the next game moving to Ultra Sun. I feel like if I finish Ultra Moon, I at least have one of the games done to where I can work on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon kind of simultaneously on the same playthrough, or during the same time frame. So I'm missing Marini and Tossapex. If somebody could trade me a Marini in Gen 7, that'd be amazing. I'm also missing Pom Pom and Sensu Style. No, please. So I'm basically looking at like a box left. I'm not done the moods, evolution. I need to go to basically Marini for Gen 7. Marini. Marine. Not Marini. Yeah. Tossapex yet to evolve from Marini. Or Marini or whatever. Which I think Marini is like a fishing encounter or something like that. Which I know it's an Aurus, not Aurus, Sword and Shield, but not. Getting the other one's kind of weird. Route 9 SOS or Melly SOS. I'm playing Ultra Moon, so I need to look at the Ultra Moon list. It's an SOS, for the Corsola on Route 9. Interesting, okay. Yeah, outside Diglett's Tunnel and Memorial Hill, which means I need to go to Diglett's Cave or Memorial Hill. Right now I'm on Ula Island, so I want to be able to go. It's Pony Ranch, Brooklyn Hill, Here Beach, Windsor Live, Memorial Hill. There you go. Which Memorial Hill should have been on one of the closest routes to it. Yeah, it's the east access. So I'm on Route 9 now. Meaning I can go south and fish. Now I'm gonna be evolving my Poliwag now. Also, my Limited's evolving, was super fantastic. both are gonna be evolving nice, but Poliwag and the Mermaid, which would give me a stage 1 Politoed even faster, and the one of the artillery, nice. Alright. So one thing I want to do as I'm waiting here is I want to open up Festival Plaza on both my games. And I want to see if I could trade while locally without having to go online. Yes, you can. However, does it still work? It does still work. Awesome. So I don't have to log into my internet. I can just do it locally, saving a few minutes each time I have to do it. Now the big thing I need to trade here is my Pidgey, my Spearow, and the Poliwag that I just evolved between there to get my immediate Politoed back. Which is awesome for me because I need that back. How many songs are actually on this? It's probably a lot. Come to think about it, 660. Wow. Because both are on Ultra and Moon, I can just switch games on what need, sort them out and evolve what needs to be evolved through trading. And like, of course these are gonna go back, so I'm gonna trade them back over. But just because that is okay, but if some don't need to be traded back, I won't. It's just I'm trying to keep my Ultra Moon decks separate from my Sun Moon decks. Just trading is okay, but not keeping them on the same file. Okay, so I can leave from this, but I can't move back. So back, yes, cancelled. You can turn on the desktop display by opening Strive. I go to preference and preference. Sorry, I'm trying to open up the overline, not the overline, the overlay for Spotify, and then display options. I've been trying to do this for a while. We're using media keys. How do you use the oh, so that does mean you can do that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm basically back to fishing and grinding. I'm gonna actually need my hand on both. Of course, I love this. You hate to see it. So, how do you overlay it now? That's the next thing. Um, I'm getting a lot of pillows, but no mons, which I'm getting trolled out for. And just nothing seems to be biting, or I'm just mashing it too fast. A heart scale, that's gonna be nice for what is his name? Mammoth Wines. Interesting. It's female, so that's the male. Now I could pick up 2 mons, which I'm gonna make up these two due to them being pretty far away, but both level 40. Um, so using the media keys. I don't know what media keys mean. I'm trying to get the circles back. Those are not the ripples. I might get better than the 15% they need for Corsola. And then I basically need to ball swipe and go from there. So the overlay version of it. How do you even start the overlay? Like, that's all I want to know. That's all. View. Well, let me see if I can figure this out. Like, I don't get the whole media keys thing. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, when it runs water pulse, so when it evolves, yeah, I have both of them done. I'm looking for PC though. Uh, web store, right? I forgot. It's not the Play Store. It's the web store. That I'm supposed to look on. Um. Um. Yeah, it's I'm getting nothing but love this. This is so stupid. Sure, I'll give you crunch over reach. It's like it's a 15. I'm getting nothing but 50s. Please just give me my 15 and I'll leave you alone. No, it's a card. So I got the 20. I got something else, but it's not what I want. No need, but okay. I'm trying to think if I have something for false swipe. Okay, this also probably gives me one, not one, but one evolution. Um, get mashing the X button, not the A button to put the view in. So that's my bad. I just want one. Like, well, just give me one. Heck, even if I get it in sun and trade it to moon and breed to, that would still count. Due to say getting it from somebody else, only I did it myself. Like that's totally cool too. Like both is fine in my head. It's just something extra, but like, what is Marini's spawn location? And same thing, literally SOS all around the board. This is gross. So we got 220s damn near in a row, which is quite nice. But way interesting. I guess the lag is due to my PC, like the preview is lagging a lot, it seems like. I guess you can find where this overlay is, so I'm gonna have to look for it a little later, since like another peril. So that one goes there, and that one goes there. Which now I can grab two more. I'm gonna grab the Slugma and the Swinub. Dude, when I beat these four and then do one of the EVs, I can just do the two EVs and the two Houndoons. Probably the Houndoons first. And then I'll be good to go from there. And then I'll be just done with the virtual console. It seems like after that. Again, false swipe, that's right. I'm trying to think if I have a false swiper in general. I do have the TM, but no one can learn it in my party, which sucks. So it means I have to run to the PC real quick, which would be good because then I can get the ripples to come back. I keep forgetting what it's called. Let's see. I think my Skeptile have false wipe, which is good for the Yep, false wipe strength, X scissors, and leaf storm. So I have the bug, poison, and HM in the normal, which HMs aren't in Gen 7, so I actually don't have an HM, but you get what I mean. Strength was an HM for a good while too. So now I have a I'm just gonna save here before I start doing that. Trying to think what the ripples are even for. Like, is it for the better encounter? Cause it just give me another love this, so it doesn't help me that way. And I really don't know what the ripples are. I know it's centering. So like, am I supposed to know it? Like. Trying to think how I would even get the SOS slots through normal gameplay. on Route 9, which is literally where I'm at. I'm trying to look, I'm sorry. Like, the uncondensed version have a 15% core slot with a 2 SLS slots being Marini. So to kill the core slot and catch the Marini, but also an Ultra Moon. Well, that's an Ultra Moon, but an Ultra Sun is about the same only. The core slot is a 5, and I love this. It's a freaking 80. Like, what? But Wishy-Washy is also that, so it's better to get it in. I just ran from both because my mind was run. I'm like holding with my finger and mashing A when it pops up, which is the other one. So. Adam and oops. I don't need that right now, so. In my chart. This is being reloaded. Interesting. Very fast reel could be what I need. It is a cart. It's not what I need. It's a Slugma and T-Child are the two I have on me right now. So Slugma is 38. That is like 32 for some reason. And then the SWAT number is 33 in general. Another 20. Go there. If I don't get it by the time I'm done evolving, I'll take a break from evolving and go hunt it with my my Ultraman version. I'm basically just that's my second heart scale. That's gonna be super pog. And then maybe it might be better to do Nimbus one on Sun Ultramoon. Pearl. So that's my last Dragon Breath. I gotta remember that I need to go to the HP to the PC soon. But here will recoil it kills itself nice. And 37 should be leveling up soon. Or evolving soon. So I got a wishy-washy, which wishy-washy only spawns wishy-washy. However, the Corsola is also a 5%, like the wishy-washy. So I got the worst of the two encounters I could have gotten. Damn it. And I don't need the other form, I don't think, right now. So I'm basically like, what the hell? So it took me about 20 minutes to get one. Just the one. Which really is a downer. Now we're back to like, don't love this city. You know. So, oh, I see 36, not 38. 38. Second wishy-washy. What the fuck? Can I please get a 5% course or dude? Like, what the hell? I'm getting two. And the funny thing is, getting that call for family, I have a skeptile up front, so I'm good to go when it comes to force swap, everything that needs to happen. But I just need one Marini to I can trade to Sun, or I mean Ultra Moon. Actually, no, I'm doing this in Ultra Moon. Totally, any second now I can get it. That's. I keep like letting go of the mouse and moving it to the bottom corner. Grab this. I haven't got a Gramble in a while. That's another one that really trips me out here on this side because the Grambles also spawn and getting them are pretty common as well. So it's kind of. Speaking of a Gramble, there's one is. Finally! Finally! Let's fucking go! Our Corsola is finally here. Like, dude, it took this long to get one Corsola after two wishy-washies. So it has the Bubble Beam. I'm hoping to immediately get a call for family from the Corsola. I do have the Obedience of Skeptile at my leisure. It has recovery, meaning this might be a bit harder. I want to continue working on the Red DS, but right now I really don't want to screw anything up. Okay, I got the false swipe off. That's very good. And moved it to the yellow. So this also gives me the Macargo. It gave itself an Omni boost to Ancient Power. It did not call for family yet. I'm going to heal. I'm going to try to spam as many potions as I can. Because this is something I don't want to lose. Because I know how much it's taking me to get to it. Choosing recover, but can we get a call for family? That's the thing. Finally got the call for family. Or call for help. Help to not appear. No. Please don't do this to me. So that's on turn like 3 or 4. So as long as I keep getting that soon. I actually got off another force right. It did get an Omni boost and it stayed in the green and it recovered. Oh god, I have a recovering course oil on my hands. And then I have a disobedient Sceptile. Like, I'm playing a double game here. Alright. Is there anything else at a lower level? There is, however, I just have double edge. It's only level 19, and I don't want to kill it. Is there anything that I could use? I could Thunder Wave it, which cuts out at least one move on it. But everything else will kill it. So, I'm gonna. Then again, it has Refresh, which I have to keep in mind that it could get rid of the paralysis. I'm gonna keep false swiping until I see it. I have plenty of HP, so I'm fine the way I am. I got a second Omni Boost. That is not good. Omni Boost. I mean not Omni Boost. I'm not recovered. I can't even get a false swipe off. This is. Give me a call for family, damn it. Third false swipe. And it crits to 1 HP. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this game and only focus on this because now it could actually get the family call. And if it does, I can probably kill it. It does not. I'm gonna go for another potion. Oh my god. Please don't recover. That's all I'm asking. It recovered. Fuck. So one thing I don't need it to do, so it brings it out the yellow. And meaning I have to go for another false light. Recover again. So now it's back to 4 HP. Oh god, you flipping kidding me. Ancient Power again. This is number 3. Only does 2 HP with a plus 2 Omni Boost. I'm trying to look for Corsola in the Pokédex. So I could check its moves in Gen 7. I got yet another Omni Boost. Corsola. Corsola. grass is even 4 times effective to it, which would be even worse if I actually got a grass move off. I'm only going for false swipe, and then I'm going to potions otherwise. Um, So at level 19, it should have Refresh, Bubble Beam, Ancient Power, and Recover. And I know that now. So it shouldn't have anything to kill itself. I didn't struggle. I don't think it has any more recovers. Nope. Recover has a massive 10 PP. I don't think we've been through that many turns. It's spamming refresh now. So I'm just spamming orange berries. It's like a minimalized amount of health I'm getting, but also wasting turns because I'm not doing any damage to it. And still keeping the force right down. I think it's at it's at the 3rd. So it's not at a lot of HP. Refresh again. I'm actually gonna go for another false light. And now it's just a bubble beam. So call for help. Please give me my marine. No help did not appear. Like I'm trying to chain it as much as I possibly can. Even like switching out. Like just spam the amount of turns we're going to maximize this attempt. So my Salmons is of 100 as well. Like I'm even having to use like X defense because I don't know what else to do. Just to waste a turn, like. Okay, we're going for another call for help. Please. Nope, it gave me another Corsola. Like, what? Like, now I can kill it, but I didn't kill the Corsola, but I have 2 of them to deal with. This is gonna be a bit annoying. But due to leaf storm on uh Skeptile, got swapped back into it. I can actually kill the one that came in, and then again heal this or X speed on this turn, or do something stupid to waste it. I mean, I'm still in the battle with it. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. Just keep going till it kills itself. Like, I'm running out of things that I could actually do except for keep switching out and then killing whatever comes out when I switch out. Like my items are severely getting limited just by spamming potions on mons that could have gotten hit. Like that. Luckily, I saved right before this hunt. So if I accidentally killed it or don't get the Marini, I could just soft reset my game, get on my item acts and try again. That's literally what I'm gonna have to do for this. Cause there's no other way to do it at the moment. I could get back on Sun and keep grinding and then come help this. Just so I have 2 RNG suits at this point. I'm actually gonna go do that. Okay. Okay. I need to go to the island I need to go to, which should be Bubble Beam. That's the wrong island. That's actually the island. Every 9. Like I'm literally like right here in this little spot right here, just fishing my whole heart away until I get something. So I'm just gonna do that. I really want Marini, and since I'm going to need it for the challenge, I have to kind of fish my ass off for it. But since I'm in battle with Corsolas and this is Sun, it's now the only 5%, and these fuckers are 80. I almost ran from the Corsola after all this time. I'll be like, that's the dumbest thing. Judy, you know, remember that I seen I love this. Did I keep doing that? So what's the Sun's encounter for this? Like, okay, so I got Wishy-Washy really fast in Sun. But that is a 10% what the Corso is a 5, so it's the opposite now. I'm almost running out of freaking potions, so like, and items I could use. Like, I got the bottom slot, if that makes any sense. I don't really understand the whole slot thing at this point. But I'm at the point that I'm going to have to just spam boss fight at this point, because I don't know what else to do. Or to give up on the hunt for this one. Because right now I have 40 PP for boss fight. I'm basically hitting this one thing. It's in struggle. It killed itself. No. No, dude, what? Okay. Screw Ultra Moon. I'm gonna look forward to Ultra Sun. Sun. That was BS. It took me almost 20 minutes. And I get it literally the second hit. What the fuck is that with this game? Okay. Since all the mons obey me, I get to have a little bit more fun here. However, I have to play this strategically because I don't know what I need at this point. I reset Ultra Moon. So what does it have? It has a -1 attack. Okay. I don't know what to do to weaken it at this point. I have Serena, which has Ice Shard and Endure, so it could take a one hit. An extra hit, but I don't have a False Viper on me right now. Lurkers do no lucky chant from crits, which is totally fine. And an Ice Shard to put in low health, which is absolutely nothing. Okay. That's the Omni, which is not good. I'm gonna go ahead and do just in case. Since that's not very effective, I'm gonna do something that's a little bit more damage. Heck, even if I could just freeze it, that would be amazing. Yes, this is so much earlier. Please give me the good slot. No, okay. I say, please give me the good slot. No, it's in the yellow. And keep ice sharding. Spray cannon, which kills me. Hit one time. Yes. So now I just need to bait out the item here. The thing is, if I was able to go into sturdy, right? Not really sturdy, but I'm trying to think of the best way to do this now. So I 8 times do 1 berries. That's not bad. Refresh. I got in the cart. So literally all I'm going to do is just keep healing my main and then switch out when I got it, when the Omni boost is too crazy. Come on, where is this stupid thing, man? Like, I don't even have anything to combat this. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a sizzle in my box. So if I have to, I'm gonna have to give up halfway through this hunt. Because A, I did not save before I started it. Please, the fuck of gods, give me Marina. Nothing. Dude, what the hell? I just need one. Yeah, if it doesn't work, that item doesn't get used. So you can really, if it uses refresh, we can use a potion, which, just like this, which doesn't actually use the potion, but it also wastes my turn. Nothing. God damn it. Like, this is blows so hard. I could ask for a cop out, see if someone can give me an egg for Marini, and I'll just breed it. That'll be the cop out version, but I really do want to hunt this. Because it's SOS chaining, which helps with like later game and learning how to SOS chain. So that's the worst case scenario. So what I do here is I attack. Oops. Okay, that's a big fail. I attack the right one, the male, killing it, which gives me another open slot. So that's how that works. So now we are back to potion spamming. Okay, I got another Corsola in my other version, my Ultramoon. So now I'm looking at both games at once. So if I missed something or needed to start being quiet, I have to start being quiet now. Because I have to focus now. I actually know this song, which I wanna hurry. Recovered force swipe, okay. Okay, we're immediately calling for help first turn. Bag, potion. I got Marini! Holy fuck, yes! Let's go! Oh, this is perfect. Okay. I'm gonna see what balls I actually have. Timer, Dust, Net, Ultra. I have literally anything. Fast balls, dive balls to, I guess, surfing order. Meaning I can now kill the Corsola. I wouldn't mind trying to get another one that really cuts out the amount of times I actually have to hunt stuff. But, so I killed the Corsola, which is awesome. Okay, we're gonna go Y for the ball. We're gonna go for a dust ball. Cause this also, it's an Ultra Moon, so it's like, I got it. Let's go. So actually, I could kill this, and that means nothing, cause there's one in Ultra Moon. However, is this one? We'll see. 2, 3. Literally back to back. Let's fucking go. I don't need it now, but I got back-to-back SOS training. I have to kill that one first. Oops. Let's go. And I think that's a female. There's a toxic spike, so look he shan't. Let's go. Let's actually use a dive ball on it. Oh. Oh, come on. You got in the dust ball on my other account really easily. Oh, I almost thinking I had bag on refill, not this one. However, if we don't get it here, I can immediately like trade the other one, breed two, and trade it back. Like it's nothing, but I get it, so I just need to breed for one of them. For Tossapex. Awesome, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, yes, I hated this hunt. Oh, dude. This is a hunt I don't want to do again. Yet, I got two. Yikes. So I could actually go back to my other boys now. Okay, awesome. So I can actually go back to the battle tree and check my PC to see if I need to swap anything else. Which I don't. I'm gonna move that over here. I don't think I had anything that had false right. No. Nope. That just had thief. So that's my thiefer. But yeah, nothing had it. So oof. I didn't have anything to really combat that to begin with. So now we're back to farming the two here, but in doing that I can actually go to the Gen 7 part of the challenge and add in Marini. Nice. Now we're at 94.09. Let's go, man. I cannot wait to finish this. Okay. So since that's done, let's pause my Ultra Moon for now. And let's go ahead and actually let's save the Ultra Moon since I have the Marini. And I'm gonna go ahead and evolve the Rustin Pony Gauntlet. Because that's the main focus is right now, and that's what the capture's on. I would love to work doubles right now, but I would rather just fully focus on moving an Ultra Sun and Moon, or Sun and Moon, so I can evolve everything to be ready. And also, this is the, where everything in bank is, so I don't want to overshine that. I'm jamming now. This is like one that I'm like cruising with. Oh, and then the ad, it just drops off and then the ad plays. Damn it. I was I was vibing with that all night. Like perfect, dude. The perfect like victory song. It was Loser by what is that band called? I didn't even check the band out. It was just I seen the name. Oh god. So here's the EVs. So I'm only gonna be evolving one of them. Loser by Kenshi Yonezu on the album Bootleg. That's what it was. So it did a banger. Such a good song. And that image is kicking it. This one's not very good too. It's just like this, J-pop, J-rock, anime, like just number of. It had like 6,000 songs with like 45 hours. So you could play it for 3 days or even 2 days and still not hear every song. Close to 2 days. OP and ending. So random J songs from anime and also from J-pop singer and J-rock singer. So it looks like my Umbreon is ready, but my Espeon is not, meaning I'll have to come grind that tomorrow. So I'll split them up, put my Umbreon in my done box, and Stage 1 Espeon back in my form variants. Because I have one ready and one not, which is surprising. So now I can grab these two, and these two are not, I don't think needed. These are all like stage 1s, and then these are all like done. So it just means I need to get these two evolved. And these just see them 4 evolved, and that's literally it. So just grinding it. Now the Puppetar evolves at level 50 something, I think. I don't remember exactly the full number for Gen 2. 55, so 10 more levels. Is it possible to give it a rare candy? I don't know if I have any, to be honest. And then Houndoom is 24, meaning both of them are pretty close. And Swinub should be 33, so 2 levels. So yeah, we're pretty close to being done. Also, Swinub is dead. That's why I didn't evolve with Umbreon, but okay. So let's go heal, because I also need PP. So let's swing over to the Seafood Village. Man, let's flip and go. Well, it's the only PC on the island. Wow. Really, what 97 with a 95? Like, wow, what in the heck? Oh, no, back. Like, seeing what I've already done here, for like the decks itself, I'm just marking it off so I have it so I don't forget about it. But at this point, I really only have Forms and Ultra Sun and Moon. That's it. That's all I have left. Like, what the hell? So used to the camera being on this other monitor, I'm looking at that when I'm used to not looking at both. 32, 6. We're about to go in for the long haul here, dudes. Honestly, I could boot it Hunt Suns and Ultra Suns and Suns, but I still have to do the Ultra Beast, so it's kind of pointless. I just wanted to do that hunt because of how dumb that hunt actually is. I think that's the only mon that's locked behind SOS training. So the next evolution will be Espeon, which hopefully will be in the morning. Like, I'm so eager to get this done. I hope I have my decks done by Friday next week. My goal is to get it done before E3. But at this current moment, we can smash that easily. Or we can smash that without even thinking about E3. Like, easily. It's so insane. The thing is, the form variants are going to be a train wreck because but honestly, the forms itself, due to having both the 3DS and the Switch, I can open a bank on the 3DS and home on the Switch and still see what I'm missing in relation to each other and what's already done and what needs to be done and things like that. So honestly, I could still make that work. I just have to get through Gen 7 for now. So Swindle's not 33, awesome. That's gonna be an evolution where we get Houndour 2. It needs to be 24, so it needs 6 levels. 21, 22. Nope, but we'll get it next turn. Next battle. Then I will literally just be working on Gen 7, and then I'll go back to Gen 1, 2, 3, and 4 and try to get doubles and evolve them later. If I have to, I'll just go through everything. But I kind of want to get through as much as I can at the moment. Yeah. Honestly, I don't have to do that yet because I just see one battle So I guess actually I stay up till in the morning to evolve Espeon EV to Espeon. So I'm not gonna be totally done with it, but because it's still in Sun and Moon and not Sun and Ultraman, I still would have to do the forms in Sun and Moon. Because Sun has basically the mons I want and the progression I want. I can just do it here in Sun and just remind myself, hey, in the morning, boot it up, put EV in your party, evolve it to Espeon, put it in bank, sign off, sign off on Gen 4, you know? I mean, Gen 2, Living Dex. So 23, 24. So I'm gonna have two evolutions here, both Houndours, which are the two form variants, honestly. There's still the curse Nancy for Gent. Black 2 and White 2 stuff, which still is gonna take time. Actually, I'm 2346. Wow. Do I actually have any rare candies in this file? That's the next thing I gotta look at. No, I do not. Um, it's not gonna be there. But no dust stones. Actually, yeah, they're right there. I have 3. Plus, I have max money, so I'm Gucci on money and all that. So if I need to find someone to buy dust stones and dawn stones outside of doing the Pokepella gear all the time, I could do that as well. I don't know why I just didn't use this psychic move. Oh well. Anyway, this gets Houndour to 24, Houndoom to 25, and then evolution for one of my Houndooms. And now I'm just having to grind the 55 for the Tyranitar, which I could do over the time with forms. So now I have both of them covered. I have both of the artilleries covered. Yeah. So now honestly I can go back to for the main Route 1 in the teacher school to farm meadow coats. But I'm probably gonna not do that tonight due to not knowing how much I actually need. But the false swipe even on that one. Interesting. And then that basically means I can move this up. Not up, but into my team. Oh yeah. Let's do this, dude. So this is where I'm now gonna sit and go through everything in home and see exactly what I'm missing. All the way from cancer all the way to the end. I know I've done this before a few times, so now I really just want to sit and double check everything that I possibly can. I need to get a drink too, I guess I'll do that while I wait. I'll be right back. Yeah, due to it being on the weekend and I don't have anything to do tomorrow because it's supposed to be like 16, kind of rainy. I get to stay up and game with you guys all that long. I need like another camera on this one so I can go right and still like be looking at you guys. Or like a more direct version. I don't know, it just seems weird. Okay, so for Kanto, I have both my starters, my early routes, my doubles, my other ones. I'm good on the 30. And then Knight of Queen, actually I can make this a lot easier on my eyes when I use the big 3DS top, which that's my PC that's making it really big. To where you guys won't be able to see it, but if I just unclick the sources here in one moment, just so I could see this a little better. So now you can see the stretch the screen, but I still have the overall big top screen. And that's kind of still shows you everything with the full screen being up. So I won't have to actually look at the 3DS as often. So if I need to, I can look at my monitoring basically back and forth. I'm hoping that's good. Let's see. Alright, let's just move you over here. Nope. Don't do that, boys. Kind of move it all over there so I can still see everything. But like enough to... Lock everything in place so I can just kind of look between my two main ones instead of my two side ones. Queen King, evolution. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Evolution. Okay, so do have the stage 1 and look at something for Gen 4. I did catch one in on Route 44, 45 in Johto. It's the one right at Mahogany. In between Mahogany and the Ice Path. There's wild. Look at that. I just caught one trade there with the Gen 1 and brought it up. So that OTs are going to be weird, Anna. You know this, but... Yeah, I just tell myself that, hey, it's okay. There's gonna be some funky OTs. Just trust the generation it came from. Same with like Magmar and stuff. stuff like that, Magby and everything. Just you did not want to farm another 5% again. That's my Mew. Now getting into Johto, so I can scroll all the way down to Johto. This where stuff gets a bit sloppier. Okay. Crobat is caught, the babies are caught, and then I'm all good, so I'm good till Ampharos. And this is where my evolutionary lines come in. I can now have my Johto one back where it belongs. That one goes, I think, here, 7, 8, 7, 9. So, and I'm waiting on the Espeon. I'm waiting on the Espeon. That's actually right there. Next is the Puppetoy, which goes here. My one here. This one goes here. So that basically tells me I'm just missing that one Espeon, and then the rest is good so far. It's looking like 16, yeah. And 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that box is good. Meaning I'm entering the Johto half. I'm missing Tyranitar, which is literally at my party in Ultra and Sun. And I know that my Gen 3, 4, 5, and 6 are done completely. So let's double check them. Just skim through it real quick. Gotta see my mouse. Okay, so that's actually done. That's taken care. Okay. 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 Now I'm in Sinnoh. Okay, I remember the Buizel was an issue for me in the forums, so I gotta remember to get another one. Diamond and Pearl very soon. Cause we don't know if it's gonna happen, so might as well just get it. That's including like forms and all that for like Fire and Green and all that. So okay, I know the gap here is in home, so I don't have to worry about that at all. So in the Unova, good. Good. Yep, I know I'm missing another Basculin. I think because I was missing the red one. If I come across a blue Basculin anywhere, I will. That's from Unova. That I know it's from Unova. Because I know I'm missing the red one somewhere. I think I have another blue one in that person's place. So I'll just swap the two if I have to. But I have to keep in mind that yes, the Basculins are an issue. Okay, so I have two spring forms, two different genders there, and the rest are fine. I'm pressing right too fast for my own eyes to see. Good. Good, I got Volcarona. I have the 3 swords, all 3 genies, all 3 boxes, and 2 mythicals. That's good. Starters, boxes, nay. I do have a female here, but that's really simple to get. I did evolve Aegislash and Surplus and Jumpluff. Surplus at the moment to see. I actually got the Sylveon. So Gen 7's all done. Okay. I know it's just missing two Pokemon. Two. Tyranitar and Espeon. That's it. Out of 720, I'm missing two. Okay, now I can literally just focus on form variants and gold stars for the rest of the challenge. Because I'm not going about Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield's not on the DS, so I have nothing to worry about for that. And I know that's already been taken care of. So let's move over to box 33. So as of right now, this is where everything gets blurry, and I need to get the switch on. So I'm gonna cover my capture card, the Streamlabs, open up my switch. I do have to swap the Wii for the other one. The Wii for the switch. So one moment. And then the rest of the weekend, I'm gonna probably try to stream or Sun and Moon and Ultra Moon after going through what I have on both the 3DS and the Switch. So I need to turn on my console itself. Oops, don't do that, boys. I'm still in the freaking eShop. Wow, okay. There was some news which I quickly wanna open up my Switch main. We actually got the Switch news on the RP, so not yet rated, and the direct release dates on the Switch. So I can bookmark add to the wish list. But I'll do that later. I'm not worried about that now. I do want to kind of see everything here. That's a 6 demo. I've been wanting to play the demo for that. So, okay. Which would mean for me I need to go to home. So yeah, the little boy. Okay. Yeah, cool. So, looking at only the form variants, I'm gonna look at Shield because it's my main console. Wait, where's my Zamazenta and my living dex? Did I actually give that out? Oh no, I moved it to right here. So I traded my old Zamazenta from my Shield Let's Play from 2019 to someone because they really wanted it, and I was like, you know what, I have both games and can play them at any time. You can keep it. That's yours. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, yes. Also, I still have my Woo and my double. I can't believe I was actually talking that loud. When I was like almost yelling. God. Like due to the headphones. I can't believe that. Anyway, I gotta keep it down before I turn to sleep. It's like 1 in the morning. So I'm actually going to something like that. So you could still see everything, but not quite everything. Yeah, but so small. So forms. So yeah, the living decks hasn't been touched. And the overlook, you have your 3 there. Your Melody here. Your whole line here. And your Jirachi and your Feedback Melodic here from Caleb. So I'm good with them. Meaning I'm good to the forms, which are box 33. So that is the Modest OG Galar version of everything. Meaning that my choice right here is in the wrong spot. Which means this is my GBA G-Max. Which means this one in home doesn't even need to be there. Because there's only one in there as well as the one here. So I'll move them out and actually I'll move them into a box towards the beginning. Actually, I don't know. Because it's supposed to end on like 50 something, right? So I can put in there afterwards. Anyway. I'll just put a note on the moon for now. And then I'll fix it later. So, and that one, then that one's there. The one from breeding that, which would be right here, but it's the wrong OT. Good, but wrong OT. And then them are both caught. Them are all 3 good. I have the G-Max. So, stage 1, good. Stage 1, nothing. Caught. G-Max Kanto, which is here. And then that one's good. Then I'm missing the other one, Rattata, which should be in my Ultra Sun and Moon. So it's not in this one for now. So I'm not gonna worry about them. I'm gonna just worry about Kanto. This is why I wish I should have brought everything up so I could have everything together. I might actually do that. I might just bring up what I have in there where I could see everything in the forms and see how the living decks together and kind of mix it between the two, knowing what I need and what I don't need. Because it'll be better off. Then again, I don't want to accidentally have something wrong and then have to redo it. And then again, I can easily bring up or just a Kanto and Johto, since that's literally what I'm needing to work on, and put them in the form variant boxes, which would literally be just this in here, and it ends at 39, so it's just right here. Like, I wouldn't even have to look at it because it's all in home. However, I'm not quite done with everything. Johto I'm kind of done with, but Kanto-wise, I'm kind of missing out here. Yeah, they're both from Kanto. No, so I'm pretty happy. I'm like almost done with everything, but I don't want to accidentally overdo something, so just give me some time, okay? I need to write down where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I need. I have a spreadsheet open at this moment, so I'm gonna quickly empty everything. Just do Espeon and what was the other one? T-Tar. And I'm gonna go down and then I'm gonna start typing in what I'm missing in my forms, so I know what I need to do in what generation. I won't be able to see chat due to having to kind of have everything open. So I'm missing Charizard from. I'll just write the gen number next to it. What's that? Okay. I have them 3, which will bring this down to, right there, which will be the Alolan Rattata, which I don't have at all. I don't know where it's at, so I'm gonna stage 1 it, till I actually find it again. So you'll see the stats kind of flip around at the moment, but, then I have the rest of them here in the very end, which means I actually don't need this one here. So I can move that back here somewhere. Just stick it somewhere, yeah. And is that from my order to you? Okay. Because that's all in my home, and then you'll have the 4-1, which is the Battle Revolution Pikachu, which I don't actually own yet. I still need to work on that. That's why the forms are pretty iffy. So Pikachu BR4. 7. Then I have that last one and the other one, so I can move to the next box and down the list to 34. So then you'll have the World Cap, which I have, which is right here, and I'm missing this one. Because these are the right shoes which are in home. So I'm missing the World Cap, which would be the right shoe from here, beach, and the Ultra Sun and Moon. That's the one that is. So, to here. Here, 7. It's the Cantonian right shoe and all over basically. So then you're missing the. I have the forms for these. So I won't need to move that anywhere. So I can move that here or in here. The other ones, because I also have them in home. I rather have the VC. Honestly, if I just get rid of everything and then move everything up, then fill it in, it would be a lot better because a lot of these are already like evolved or ready wise. Yeah. Then again, I don't have a ledger for most of them. Oh well, shit. I'll just go through them. It's not like it's a big deal. For Kanto and Johto, there's only like 200 or something like that. Let's move it from the closest box back. Let's put it there. And then, of course, I have that one ready here. So that'll be all of these, and that should be the female. And then you'll have the the Diglett and the Trio. Weird, this one that's out of order. That should be up here. Like after the own I shoot. It's in the wrong spot for some weird reason. That's the Meowths, which are all like here. So this is the Alolan Meowth, which would mean the 4-1 and 4-2, meaning all of these need to go down one, which would be the Alolan version and the Nickelodeon version. So that would be what that looks like. Because the one from Sword Shield, that's the one from Kanto, which I need a suit for. And then, of course, we don't need you anymore. And then my mic a little off to the side so I could actually see here. Which would mean I don't need anything in that bottom row, don't I? 5-1 to 5-6 is all, it's all caught. Or stage 1, I still need to evolve my Machamp and give it the soup. But basically everything else is good. So the next box would be the Alolan Geodude, the Sword and Shield Machamp, and the Tentacle from Hogwarts Silver. That's the first three. That one, the evolution of it, and then there's the glowing Ponyta, a Rapidash, and then Slowpoke, Slowbro, Farfetch'd, the Drio and Dodos, and then the Grimers, the Muk, the Gengar, which should have been a Gengar in one of my form boxes. Right here, I think, right? VC, Timid, Anna. Special stacks are really high, it looks pretty similar. This is my VC Gengar that I need for the G-Max Gengar, which is stage 1. I don't have the evolution for it. I am missing the female Hypno, and I have a Cantonian Kingler, so I won't need the one here. Because I then I'll have 2, you know, so I don't want to have that. Which then gives you the Kingler, the Alolan Executor from Virtual Console. And then I need to get the one from Sun Moon, Ultra and Ultra Moon, which I didn't do yet. I've done the Alolan Marowak, and I have another Alolan Marowak and Ultra Moon. The Galarian Weezing, which is stage 1. I need one from Sword and Shield, which is also here. So I have that. So, and then of course the Rhydon and Rhyperiors. And then the 1-4, which we here. But I already have all the Rhydons, so I won't need to actually do that one either. Do the picking VC over everything else. So yeah, I have a couple extra evolution shit. I don't know what to really do with it. I just saw that. There's my Cantonian Magnezone. That's why I was like, what is that? It's literally right here. So that's actually a cot, which I now know where it's at. It's in home. See, this is why it's a bad idea to have stuff in between the two games. Um, okay, so next one. So here, and I'm missing the ones here. I have that. I don't have this one. Then this is the Diamond and Pearl Glorious Mine. That's the Lone Glorious Mine. The three sectors which are in home. The pincer. The Magikarp. Missing a male Magikarp. A female Magikarp. But I have the three shiny Gyarados. I'm probably gonna keep that in my home. Because I have a virtual console one right here that doesn't have a nickname. And the two forms. And then here, and I'm missing the Kanto Lapras, which is in home, bank. That one's good. I have the three here, and then that one's good. Here is the G-Max. Let's go. I already used the suit, but so I'm just gonna leave it in Sword and Shield and just have it as a stage 1. So I'll be having that, and then the birds are all caught. I'm missing the shiny Dratini from Benga and white too. I have that from Let's Go. And then of course Gen 2 starts. Which by the looks of it I have a full Gen 2. So by the looks of it I'm not gonna need anything there. I have my male and female Politoads. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check the virtual console. Oh, I know they're Huggins or Silver. But they're both from the Johto region, so that's all taken care of. Meaning I can actually take the Crobat out, the Zubat out of my box, because I have the Crobat right here. This should be a VC Johto VC Kanto Crobat, which VC Rebel Yellow, yes. So I can actually move forward to the next box. There's my Slowking actually. So I have one here as well. So I won't need to worry about that one either. And the Taurus can also be moved in the gale. And then I can move past Virtual Console. Can move past these guys. And I just need this one, which is right there. Good. So I can move past that. These Scythers, which is also in Sun, right there. So I'm good with that for them too. So we can actually, I know Scyther's also in Sword and Shield, so I could evolve it in that game if I wanted to. Just I'll put them back in home to kind of even everything out, and then after that is the Tediosa, and then the Piloswine, the Galarian right there, and now we get to move the Turian. And the Houndoom. I'm missing the one from Curtis, which is at the end of the box. So we get to move to the next box, which would literally just be the Donphin, the Porygon, the Borsey, and the We're getting Ho from Extreme Coliseum, finishing off the box at the moment. And then the Jodo hat. I'm missing a Linoon somewhere, which I have a couple, so I can literally just move one in. And there you go. And that's that hole. Which would just mean 41, which should just be the Deoxys and the Milotics. Yep. And then of course other costume in XT is fine. So I could skip over that to go straight to Gen 4. Meaning I'm dropping over to 46 right there. And by the looks of it, I'm not missing anything. I'm 46. However, I need to evolve my Sandy cloak and my trash cloak. Wormadams. I am missing a female Buzel. The shiny Gibble. I'll go back and double check everything because I forgot to write some stuff down from Kanto, but I mean by the looks of it, the sheet will be 1-for-1, so I'll just take it from the sheet. Sabenga, of course, which drops you down the box. 4741 to the next box, which I now have my Magnezone caught, so I can actually just evolve it, which has already been done. Which is wrong. No, 48, that goes to 48, not 47. And that goes 1 over. The only one I'm missing is the not 47 box, is the female Buzel and the shiny Gibble. So in 48, I'm missing the 2 Weaviles, which I'm currently working on. And there's actually one missing here. So I need to have 3. That's no longer needed, so I'll put that back. Because I have it at home. You need to be evolved. And then you need to be traded. And you need to be evolved. Which gives me an idea for what I need out of them. So stage 1, Lickitung. I don't have the Battle Evolution code, so I'll do that later. That's stage 1. And that's stage 1. So that's clearly what these 3 are. And then the gold and silver mammoth one for the next box, which I clearly missed. These are both and then I'm missing the evolution for you. And the Porygon with the GPS disc and the evolution stuff. I actually have the disc. I just gotta evolve it. Did you get a bunch of heart scales? I can evolve them. Realizing this one evolves a point gauntlet, so I can literally evolve that whenever. Which literally owns up to the current thing there. I'm going down to 49. Okay, so I have you and you, but I don't have your evolution, do I? Wow, I actually have max foxes. Missing dome. Unless that's it right there. No, that's from Sword Shield. That's also from Sword Silver Runner T. Um, that's a moon here, but getting cold chills. Runner T back and breathe for a second. Versus Sword Shield. And a Sword Shield, and a Sword Shield. Sword Shield, that's there with the other ones. And Sword Shield. Then this is the other box. This has like my shiny Mosui and my Data Zarude and my Virtual Console Charizard and my extra Jirachi and a few others which we already discussed here. Shiny G-Max Pikachu from Theo. So this is my extra G-Maxes. I think they also have that wrong OT. My old OT, I just have one that has it. So that's going to be dumb. That has my old OT, sadly. Okay. Then these are... This is Gen 4. They are Gen 4 and they have the right OT. Why are they here? Maybe because this was after? Yeah, this was after I reset. So I just kind of left it in here to do the bumping somewhat good. I wasn't going to take anything out, but I'm looking for Darumaka. So I just kind of got to look for it, which I don't think I have it because I went through the whole box and now I've started over right here. So it's not in here. I do have 2 shinies, so I can move that into whatever box they are in. Right there. 8734. Wow. Okay, they're way back then. And 3334. So okay, yeah. Interesting. So yeah, that's there and then we're actually there in the right spot now. So along with the Meowth and Executes. So like I have a couple shinies due to the events. As well as the Sword and Shield and an extra one there. So there's still a couple things I'm looking at even with the shinies here due to some of them not exactly being mine. My Darkrai, my Cart, my Jirachi, and then yeah, the dex kind of ends right there. Like that's the end, and then you would have that for the shiny hunting, and then that ends on 114. So like right here is the end. So I can rename that as Home Free. So going this box forward can all be for extra Pokemon. So that's all like extras and stuff. So yeah, my dex is getting close to finishing. Like I got a whole box there. I got 3 whole boxes here. Anything like that, extras are kind of around the forms here, but like I think the forms start right here and end like right here. So honestly, this one page is the living dex. This one page is forms. This page is shiny living dex. This page is shiny forms, and that ends right here, like somewhere in here, yeah, right there. And then the rest are just extra. Like really, you could really have your living dex there, but man, so my DS is about to die, FYI, and it's already almost 2 a.m. So I'm probably gonna get off here after I finish this form stuff up. But that at least gives me an idea of what I actually need to do tomorrow. Like a Gen 5 dummy, 49. So, see, 49 there and 49 here is totally different. Because Durmaka is actually 4-2, like here. And then that's 1-3 and 50. But then that's like right here and 4-3. Well, 4-4. So like I'm just missing the one which would be here, which would give me the next box, which would be here. On box 50, and then I already have these two, the Garbodor, and I just need to get the G-Max Garbodor from this generation. I just need to evolve the autumn form, which just would take me a little bit of seconds to do. So I can easily just kind of bring it down in the home. Out of home into, or out of bank into where I need them at. But I don't know, that might be the right thing, because that's summer, that's spring, so this is the autumn one. The one I'm missing. And then do the nature preserve, which is right here, and then that's here already. Then the genies from Oris, and then the next box is what X and Y picks up. So then you'll have all the Vivians, but after that you'll be at 5143. So right here. Which gives you the Melonfim Pyroar and the for Baby and Floette, which I don't have Pyroars. So for Babies I'm missing a bunch of shiny stones. So I'm gonna have to work on that and Cinnamon as well. As well as the Eevee, the Sylveon again, and then the form variants for 53, which should be the 52 43 or 45 is the start of the Cinnamon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon forms, which I'm not gonna do, which should start here, meaning the form variants for these are a lot later as well. Um, it's like 56. Look, yeah. So this one goes 3 3. Oh, that's actually the wrong OT. Okay. So it's that one. Um, what? Oh. So it should be in 54, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yep. And then Mr. Ryan from Diamond Apparel, along with Mr. Mime. And then all the other G Maxes, which I just have one, which is Orbital. Um, um, Orbital and Corviknight, which weirdly I don't have Corviknight, but 4-2, 53, 4-2, Poltergeist. I think they're both phonies, but they could not be, I don't really know. I need to get someone to help me figure out what they are. So that's why I haven't worried about since these much. And then Orbital's fine, which they won't put in the rest of the G Maxes when I actually get around to getting them. Or getting the suit, whichever one comes first. Which now puts this box in a dexed order. Like it jumps from Gen 1 to Gen 2 to Gen 3 to Gen 4, 5. No Gen 6, then the Gen 8. Like, how fucking funny is that? Including, like, the shinies and the later boxes. And that's all my duplicates and doubles. So, like, that just having the games. Like, what? I have a Walnut from freaking Oars. Like, what? Anyway. That always gives me an idea in home what I'm actually missing, based on what's in home and bank. So now my spreadsheet is completely 100% right. So now I can turn it off and at 1:35 a.m. and just relax. Like, what the heck, dude? So, um, at the end of everything, I am at 94.767. So, more than 95%. Like, I'm so close to finishing. Oh my god. Do we finish or do we continue? I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Dude. Man. Dude. I'm just gonna close the thing. Yeah, that's what it actually looks like. Size wise. Like, dude. So, no one's sound, I just kinda gotta grind everything up. But, dude, I'm at 40.86. I'm halfway done with a lower weight. I even trying to finish it. Just kinda casually doing it. Dude, I'm fucking grinding my ass off. Wait, what? Dude, what? Oh, I took a screenshot of that now. So, May 28th. So now I have a box that I can evolve. Like, it's so fucking good. Like, a whole box to evolve. So first off, I'm gonna work on the one here. Yeah, just sent my screenshot to a friend of mine. And I think they're gonna be very happy that I'm like at 94%. So like, I'm jamming. I'm just knocking it out like it's nothing. Okay, so I need to see if I actually have sunstones. or shiny stones, and I need like 7. So let's see. I didn't even grab the evolutions for the other one, so shiny SH. Rip, so good yet so bad. Sean needs shiny stones. Yikes. Okay. That's gonna be hard to do, but it's not impossible. It's just gonna be hard. I do need to go to Pocapelago real quick. I got a ton of them left, but okay, so I should have still have 14 hours, really? I don't remember doing that yesterday, but okay. So I'll go for 3 hours. I'll go for 15 minutes. 3 hours, and that lasts like 15, probably hour, whatever. But I don't have shiny stones, which suck. I don't even know how to farm shiny stones in Gen 7 quickly. Um, um, oh, I forgot to trade evolve that sucker. Dude, I haven't, the items for it now. Cause I bought a bunch because I had like max everything. Um, it's the upgrade. So use. Okay, so now I just need to trade with Ultra Sun. Ultra Moon. Again, like before. Now since I don't have to go online, I can easily trade offline. Does my team count? Yes, my team counts. So this gives you the Beastis for no, the upgrade for Polygon 2. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it off now, but 94.7. I'm gonna try to get literally just to 95. Just say 95, and that's a good stopping point for me. Like, and I've been So I'll go to a 95, which means possibly doing a lot of lower. So now I'm gonna trick back, put on the dubious disc, and then trick back again. I almost traded my EV, and that would have been bad. I'm gonna try to stay up till morning. I don't think I want to stream till morning, but I might stay up till morning. Meaning not much more, but I literally think if I get up at like 11 or 12, if it's gonna be cold most of the day, I might skate early and then like immediately come back and stream a bunch. Like immediately just finish it out. I mean, I still would have to technically play through all of Ultra Sun on top of finishing Ultra Moon. So, on top of grinding and finishing older generations and moving everything up. So, Tuesday, Wednesday seems like a more reliable anticipation due to, having Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 5 days, and if I do 2% a piece, I can finish it by Wednesday. Like, that's now a foreseeable thing. I mean, I've been working on this literally since I got up this morning with just a small small breaks throughout the day. Literally, that's what I'm saying. This is easily doable in 9 months at my dedication level. Like, ultrasound was like, sun's completed, but like, I'm at Poe Town and Ultra Moon. Sun's completed, ultrasound is not. But ultrasound is like, I mean, I moved the saves around, so I'm pretty sure like right now I'm kind of checking through. I haven't played ultrasound in a few days, but because I'm at the point that I want to finish. I've been working on Gen 2 and the older generations. I want to go forward. So, like go to the box, deposit, Polygon, and the done box, and then grab something else. We have about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the outro now, because I might as well start. Then I do that now, so. Thank you guys so much for watching this series so far with the 204th or 5th episode today. I haven't really got to see the numbers, but there's been a lot. For the people that have watched it all the way through, I thank you a ton. You don't know how much this challenge means to me, how much I've been putting the time into it and everything. I hope you enjoyed it. There was a lot of good moments, like a few shinies in the early routes, and some stuff in the later generation as well. Not including just everything that's happened over the last 9 months, all through the thick and thin, the rough and the rough. Everything kind of just took its toll on me, and I'm at the point that I want to pause this because that's actually one of my favorite songs. I'll pause that. So yeah, it's such a long way going. I still remember when we was at 20% or low quality in Gen 3, working on the Gen 3 decks. That thing was so fucking long. I still remember getting that shiny Gulpin and everything. Even you think that was like, oh, we haven't been around that long, dude. I was like, oh my god, like 6 months ago, like December or something like that. I actually don't need this guy for this one. Actually, I can't do that. And then put the open spot. So here, so, oops. It's not what I wanted. I wanted this one didn't. Actually, I want you. So, team in the final street, but I have fire punch and toxic. Due to trying to maximize the amount of moves I had. That's the Pokedex. That's not what I want. But yeah, I can't say it enough. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Toby. Shout out to him for actually putting this challenge in front of me. And I was like, alright, I'm gonna try it. I did want to record every moment as a full-on series, but that kind of felt too much for me, and I just felt more control instead of fun, like a mid-challenge. About 6, I don't have a Magmazar, what the hell, but I have 7, so instead of like a mid-challenge, that would be great for quarantine and all that, so And since I stream all of it, and I stream relatively often, Twitch at Tuesdays, Yoshino that's easy. Like, you guys have to do it with me through most of it. Yeah, it's not through all of it, but through the thick and the thin, the rough and the buff, we get through this pretty quickly. And for me to go through the last 9 months of my life and the last 6 months, like, I don't think I'm ever gonna beat this. I'm done at 50. Like, 50 was not even that long ago. It was like maybe 7 months ago. Not even 7, like 5. Like, I want to say 50% was like black and white, which was like Gen 7-ish, Gen 6-ish. Well, Gen 5, but like Gen 5, Gen 6 was kind of like at that point. I still had, like, okay, so I'm going to keep going, but as a stream point of it, I'm going to open up my Dex stuff and explain, like, this is the date, this is when this happened and not happened, and when this thing's happened. I just go back and look through all of it. It was a fucking blast. I mean, just the last like month and a half, this is all I've done is basically just dex hunting, dex hunting, dex hunting, dex hunting, dex hunting. And grinding every fucking night. At least 2 or 3 hours a night, max. So back in January 29th, I had less than 50%. I had 49.77 and 46.93. This is January 29th at 2:30 in the morning. So roughly about 6 months ago or so. And now we are like at 90%, over halfway in 5 months. I gotta say, honestly, like, what? The only decks I had fully completed at that point was Sinnoh. That's the only decks fully completed. The rest were, it was Sinnoh and Hoenn. And the one before that, which would have been the full, which was a 3864 on January 10th. So a 3864, and I had absolutely none of them completely done. I had Hoenn at 99. I had Sinnoh at 72.897. And I had Kanto at 19 and Galar at 96. Back in January, okay? We are now in basically June. And I'm now 60, almost 60%, like 56 or 7% after, like, almost, well over double. Double would be 77%, and I'm past that. So almost triple since then. And like, going back to February, January was the 19th. January 29th was 49. And then Dex 3, or probably the March 1st, no, February 3rd, was 50.89. So February 3rd, we get the halfway mark. When you go back to one before it, on February 5th, you had 51.56. And then the next one back, which would have been the next day, February 4th, I assume, because it's Dex 4, was 51. And then February 13th was 52. And then February 14th, Valentine's Day was 53. The 18th was the 56. February 27th was 57%. March 3rd was 58% the national dex. March 19th, so a little after my birthday, was 63.5, and I had error at total completion. And it stayed like that to the next day as well, with no new changes. And then the day after, a little bit after that, I went from 63% to 66 on March 10th. And then on April 7th, I had 66.8, which only is 6.67% increase. And after that, I had 68 in April 12th, 71 April 17th, 72 April 19th. 420 was 73, and then I fixed the main challenge percent, which was 69% at that point. But when you're doing national decks, and if you want to see all the completion, see the whole challenge. Everything is, the thing about me is updated live. When I do something, it immediately updates. I'm just telling you guys the full end challenge results. So April 25th was 79.4. So I went from 73 on the 20th to 79 on the 25th to May 6th at 82. So roughly 3% in a matter of a week. And then May 12th, which was just a couple weeks ago, I was at 85. May 15th, 85.6. May 18th, 87.5. May 19th, 89.075. May 20th was 90. So I got a full percent a day. Since the next one, the 23rd was 90.65 with only Jodo and Alola to deal with. And then May 27th was 80 and 100 for Jodo and Alola and 92.6. And as of today, right now, when I last took my screenshot on the 28th, which is the day of this stream, was 94.767. And as of right this second, we are at that, I think, 94.60. And if I just get through a couple of these, we could easily be getting closer. Now, I need Ancient Power for Gamma. I need Rollout for Lickitung. I don't know what I need for Dealing. To level up, so I'm trying to think of what that would be for Gen 5. I minimize this to trade evolution, so I'll get that as soon as I can. Dealing is 34. Over 34. So even I'm still streaming everything, I want to get through this box tonight to get that 95%, to feel that 95%. But man, I am fucking chugging at this progression daily. Oh, there goes that Cantonian Licky. Do we get 34? We do not. That sucks. Let's go. See, I'm definitely gonna get 95 tonight. The thing is, I totally forgot about my 2 dust-stone ones. So honestly, I'm gonna go grab that real quick out of the bank. Which can increase that. I mean, they're not living decks. So the biggest thing for the living decks at the moment is finding a Alola type Pokemon. But doing the form variants of the game, it doesn't count towards the actual national dex to 94.76. It counts towards the main in the total completion, which the main challenge is at 94.176. So it's still very close and it still counts towards it. So, still definitely working on it. And yeah, the Cancer Forms is only at 11. It's kind of weird when I have 93 of 122, yet it says only 11, which is, that's not right for some reason. But it's 126. Oh, that's why. That's why it's wrong. Yeah, 73.6. That's a lot better understood there. It's Porygonal, which I think I said right there. 74, 70, no, that's Xbox. So right there, probably 77, 74, 75, maybe it is there over here. And then of course, these two. Because so I could either Dust Stone use and evolve that in Pony Path, and these two are the Learning Ancient Power. I can bring you guys in as well. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I always have an idea of how to do them. So I basically missed 3. And I'm gonna quickly skim through and make sure I don't miss any this time. Basically basics and them off. Fine, that's fine. And the forms going back here I've done as well, right? Yeah. So honestly, I just have this box. And yeah, I just had to find an idea to change shoes and stuff. Which that's also kinda being worked on at the moment. But fuck yeah. Which we need, yeah, that's now caught up right. So 73, and that's 151, and 1201, 1201, 1201, 33, 33, 436. No wonder that's all. It should be 83 right the other one. 3 to 15. I know I was gonna go to bed a while ago, but it's a Saturday night and it's Friday going Saturday morning, so I could sleep in pretty much whenever I decide to get up tomorrow. No, I'll end up being here anyway tomorrow, so Just I'm gonna go grab my 2 mons that I just got in and roll them both. So, ukulele. And I think it gets ancient battle at 33, correct? And it's in Gen 2 or Gen 4. Yeah, Mighty and Mega. I think ancient power and Might was his 33, but I don't know. For Gen 2 Yama or Gen 7 Yama, I guess at this point. 33, yep. So a couple levels, and then still needs to be 55. That's one level, and then that's the main ones also. Both of these are about to be done, so I'll just go ahead and do the stone itself individually, which would knock 2 more out quickly without having to try to do the other ones. So B, C, D. I'm done soon. That's wrong. Testing. So that's my Gen 2 Miss Maggie is. This is awesome. So the most of the virtual consoles are on the decks as well. I might as well just keep it here also. I see a chat. No, I don't. Okay. No, not that. Not the wiki. So I already marked off the Honchko as well, just because I'm doing them both back to back for a year. So it's not like I need to do them both. Or I need to like do both at once. I'm doing that, not that. And then we open up the festival plaza and trade with Anna again with myself. So, which will give me my mag mortar. Right about now, it's so big. Check it out now. Trade. Order get my magma now. And after that, I would just need to get my tokens, my mega and my mammoth wines. And I'm missing one mammoth wine, so I have to go back to Gen 2 and go get that. But I need to figure out how to evolve Brahmin to evolve me. It's gonna log in my studio, which is not how. to get into a battle in a city to get trash cloaks. I need a battle in a city, level up a female. So wait, well, so now the differences to the games, or what? I don't understand this post through GameSpot. Let's finish this document. So, 2 years ago, Jay was someone who had the last game that had burned me was raw X and Y. Yeah, but we made sure it's a female so it can evolve into one of them and then have it take part in a battle in a city to get the trash cloak. Level burn me at level 20 to get the steel one of them and Ultra Sun and Moon. So so the abandoned shelf or the abandoned store full. It's full of ghost Pokemon. So I don't think I actually need it in the battle, but I can if I had to use it. So I'm done with you. So I'm trying to think if there's anything. So pause it there. I'm not going to try that method and see if that one works, which I'm missing the sand and the trash cloak. So, because I'm delicate on Pokemon right now, I don't want to accidentally overload something. So the moment I get there, I'm going to immediately save the game and then try to evolve it at level 20. And then, because it's level 1 right now. So if it's take part in the battle and I switch it out, it's going to get a lot of EXP, I think. So it'd be pretty easy to get going forward. That's with regard to the abandoned place, which would be somewhere over here. Type of village, and this should be the abandoned mine. Yep. So it's over here, and then the sand cloak burning. Yeah. So, this is a female wood bun to a sandy cloak and ultra center. So, but me. Because it's like showing me weird shit. So, Ultra Sun and Moon Dex, how do you even evolve it? Like, there's not an Ultra Moon trader from a different game. Yeah, I know that. But how would we? I guess since it's sand, I would go to the desert. But, which is close to here. I don't know. I'm gonna go and save the game now. Try it out here. I could run into a Mimikyu, but Elemental go back. Nice. Go Bammy. Okay, a level 1 Bammy. If I get hit by Pursuit, I'm gonna be sad. But I don't think it would have that at this point. Nope. Cool. About to find out, but he's gonna get a ton of EXP. So Sand, Resolution Cave, or the Plutonian Gem. But wouldn't you also get Sand Cloak in the desert itself? Like, this might be, 2 votes, 2 upvotes. Also the only answer. So, about to check out the Thrifty one. Gamma's also 32, which not quite 33. So yeah, now we have the Trash Cloak at level 17. So now we just have to get one more level to evolve it. And that's what we are. Also, Dealing is 38. That should be evolved by now. Which is wrong. Something's wrong there. 34 is at 3. Oh, it's at 33, not 38. So 900. So we're gonna, at this moment, we're gonna get 2 evolutions, which is nice. Possibly even 3, depending on if Yama gets an evolution. So that's gonna be nice. So at this point, that's an easy way to do the Burmese in Gen 7. Which is great. Once we're getting hungry, do I have another piece of bread now? Okay, I'll eat that when I get off. That's Burmese number 18, Burmese number 19. Oh, that's a tease. Dang. So I gotta do one more, which sucks, but it's what it is. So now we have the haunter of our dreams. I think I'm evolving 4 mons at once and 1 is switch training. So this is Kyushi. Diffuse ray. I'm gonna keep going with this. It seems to work. Which means I can mark off hopefully the trash card here. 1 HP. Dealing gets to 34. And that should give Bammy an evolution. And Dealing an evolution as well. It's awesome, gives me 2 evolution out of 1 battle. Should be the Autumn Sauce book. And the Trash Cloak Bammy Dam. Amazing, great. Good answer, thank you. Let's go. One of these nice. Is that like a signature move? I wish more people got one of these and stuff. Which also means now I'm pretty close to getting done with these, so that's great. Which means this just has one more level. How much is that worth? 1800. And then this has 7 levels left. And it's gonna be one of the longer ones to get done. I do know that T-Tar isn't Sword and Shield, so if it comes down that this needs an evolution, I'll do it in Sword and Shield. If I don't have to, I won't. I would rather have my whole extended where they're just in the game and they don't go to any other sporadic games. But the thing is, Ultra Sun and Moon, Virtual Console, Kanto is available in both the Let's Go games, so you need to chime faster. So that's a plus to doing that, I guess. So in doing that, I'm going to go here and do that. And then that should be Espeon. And this needs to be Sylveon. So I'll actually start working on Sylveon now. That needs to level up with a Razor Fang. Which I don't actually have. Yeah, I don't have the Razor Fang. So I gotta figure out a way to get that at some point. Which that would have been awesome as a PvP mon. 62, 63 adamant immunity. Which will get poison heal. That would have been so fucking good in PvP if it actually was in Sword and Shield, which kind of sucks. So I'm kind of depressed that it's the next one. Then again, I can easily get another one very soon. It's actually really easy to get. So I personally am gonna try to evolve it up here in the actual desert. However, I don't know if this is actually going to work because I don't know. So I'm gonna save beforehand just in case. And see if we can get a thing going with this. If we can, then that would be awesome. Sandile, Sandstorm, okay. Burmy, Sandcloak. No Sandstorm is kicked up. I'm going to switch to Salamence and Dragonclaw. These are over 30s, but I think the other ones are like 20s or something. So that's the differences. Let's call for help. That can be very useful to see if it is going to call for help. Yep. So this is nice. Do I have to kill 2 of them? So I've only fight 1 of them. Did I get all the way up to level 9? So we'll see if it gets to level 20. One's tackle, 11, 12, 13, nope, just 12. I couldn't even press X fast enough. Another sand dial, nice. What you will see is it, and it is, so that actually works. Let's swing over to Solomons again. Of course you can help. Literally gives me the same cloak here. I'm just taking a little damage here. Punch. So there hasn't been any news about the Switch Pro, which should be very soon. Switch, but yeah. There was like news about it the other day, and then we kind of haven't heard anything. So that kind of sucks. And now we're kind of waiting till Nintendo says something to us. It said the next day, but it kind of never ended up happening. So kind of was like, well, so I'm just looking at my oh, it's just steel top price. It's not working. Maybe effective. Okay, let's do this one. Decall. Okay, that works. Is that what? Why is it not killing it? But so yeah, there was some information about Pokemon. Should have review about the Switch Pro or new Switch or whatever you want to call it at this point. And then there was stuff about Sakurai leaving, just retiring in general. And he's been working with most of the guys at this point, so. And then the Pokemon TCG Mania. That's something that's going on now. I know I'm not trying to talk and I'm pretty hyped today and I'm exhausted. I've been up since like 9, but I really wanted to finish this. It's something that's really been on my mind and I really want to get 75 tonight. And I'm at the point that I gotta finish this at some point. I feel like these two are so fucking close, man. Like so fucking close. And that one still has a ways to go. 48, but god, this is so fucking close. It's like 2 miles off. Oh yeah, I can't really go anywhere else. I kinda have to grind here, which kinda sucks. Because I'm just in this one area for X amount of time, you know? I mean, it's not like I can't move, it just means I won't be able to finish the Bammy, and the Bammy has like 1 fucking level left. Like, watching the day right now. We'll just do this. Which I had rare candies at this point. 18 and nothing. Just that gets in a level up so the other one doesn't get shit, I guess. This sucks. Yeah. Still, there we go. Do we get both of them or do we just skip random? No, we get both. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Yes, I want answer now. I was about to say no, but I was like, oh no, I want that. Let's give it a double team. It's not like I'm gonna actually use it. Yeah, I'm done after this too. I'm literally about to fall asleep. You see, like my energy level just went straight down. The more, no, it's a mammoth. No, it's a male. Wait, what? It's a male? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh. Well, it's a coincidence, isn't it? It's a fucking male, baby. How did it really? Yeah. All because it was a male. You fucking shitting me, man. I'm done for the night. That's it for me. I'm done. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's not 75, but it's fucking close. Actually, is it? Yeah, I haven't looked at it. 94.573 and 94.76 are. Oh, I feel like I feel dirty. I feel like bamboozled about that one. Anyway, tomorrow in the morning, or whenever I get up midday, I'll evolve Eevee and the Tyranitar Pupitar, and I will try to get through them ASAP. And then I'll go back to freaking Sinnoh and grind a bunch of shit. Find a bunch of shit, evolve a bunch of shit, and to bring it up. Now I know the Desert and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon works to evolve them in the right one. So I get that, yes, I could use that. It's just, I feel slightly betrayed without it. I knew that. I was like, oh, this totally works. It's a desert, it's sand, it will work. I don't see why I want no logic behind it. It says it should, but nope. Anyway, have a good night. I have this and the last two streams to upload, so there might not be something early tomorrow, but maybe late tomorrow. Anyway, have a good night. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow for, another day, or, tomorrow's Saturday. So this will be your Dex episode for Saturday, because it literally is Saturday, and then tomorrow, which is Sunday, y'all have Danganronpa, which I haven't played in like a month. I really do need to play that game, because I'm trying to forget what's going on in that game. Anyway, have a good night. I'll see you guys next week, or even tomorrow. Join the streams over on Twitch, right here at the end card. As well as join the YouTube, also in the end card. I'll see you guys next week.